Hello, in this video we will be reviewing RCM Level 1 Sight Reading Curriculum from the 4-star Sight Reading and Ear Training book for Week 11, which is also Set 9. This video was designed to be used as a checkpoint after your own self-study in your 4-star Sight Reading and Ear Training book each day. To use this video, first complete the day's activities on your own in your workbook and on your piano. Then play the appropriate section of this video to check how you did. Let's get started. Once again, we're at week 11, which is set number 9. First, complete the activities for day 1 in your workbook and then play this portion of the video. We are in week 11 of level 1 sight reading, and this is day 1. Number 1 says to play each of these melodic patterns, observing the key signature. I see that the key signature for the first example is F, which has a B flat, and the second example is G, which has an F sharp, and I circled my flats so I make sure to observe them, planned out my fingering, and now I will play them. The first example is the second example is number 2 is our rhythm reading example for today. I do notice that it is in 4/4 time, and I have written out all of my rhythm words here. As a reminder, we are going to set the beat with our left hand and keep tapping it all the way through. Our right hand will tap the rhythm of this exercise, and we will also speak the words over the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, ti, ti, ta. Ti, 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 ta. Number 3 is our sight reading example for today. It asked us to circle the melodic fourth in the right hand part and then to play this piece. So the melodic fourth is right here. I'm going to use clap to play this piece as I always do. C stands for count. So we're going to start by counting in 3 beats because we're in 3/4 time, and we will speak this rhythm together. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ta. L stands for look at your starting notes. My left hand 3 will be on E. My right hand 1 will be on G. A stands for pay attention to what happens next. So here I notice I'm going to go up a step, down a step, down a step, and up 3 more steps. So this is entirely steps over here. But in this part, I notice I have a skip up, a skip down, and then the 4th up. I also notice it's in mezzo forte, and I see this legato slur is connecting the entire thing, whereas we often have a legato slur for this half and one for this half. This time I need to make sure the whole thing is connected. I don't see any accidentals in the key signature or in the music, so that is pretty easy. P stands for play. Once I start, I am not going to stop no matter what. I will begin by making sure my hands are set in place. I will look at the example and count in a slow and steady beat to start. 1, 2, 3. Number 4 asked me to play and then sing a major third above F, and then to play the top note a half step lower to form a minor third and sing the interval. So a major third is going to be from F to A, and a minor third will be from F to A flat. We'll begin with the major third. F, A. F, A flat. You are about to start day 2. Please make sure to complete the portion in your workbook on your own first. We are now on day 2. Number 1 asked me to play this melodic pattern based on the G major pentascale that is written in, and then to play it again using the F major pentascale beginning with finger 3. I found out my fingering. That's the easiest way to transpose, which is when we move from one key to another. So on the piano, it starts in G like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to move my hand to F. I'm going to make sure to put my finger on the B flat that we'll need. in case we do need to play it, which we do. And we will begin with 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 2 is our rhythm example for today. I see that we are in 3/4 time, so I am going to count in 3 beats, and I have written all of my rhythm words in here. 1, 2, 3. T, 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 ta, 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 ta. Number 3 says to plan the fingering by playing silently on the surface of the keys, and then to play the melody with clear dynamic contrast. This is the first time that they have recommended that you plan your fingering out by playing silently on the keys, but it is a great way to strategize. In clap, that will be our A step. Pay attention to what happens next. So before that, we're going to start with step C, which is count. I see that it is in 4/4 time, so we're going to count in 4 beats, and then we will speak the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. L stands for look at our starting position. My right hand thumb will begin on C, and my left hand thumb will begin on G. That is the C scale position. So I'm going to get set up here so that I can plan out my fingering. And I see that I have E flats, which means I must be in C minor. And I see it starts with 1, and this is kind of how you do it. We don't actually play the keys. We just plan. And you can use a pencil to record the numbers while you are doing that. I also noticed that the first phrase is forte, the second is piano. Everything is slurred. There are no accidentals in the key signature, but I do see the E flats, and I have my fingers prepared for that. P stands for play. Once I start, I'm not going to stop no matter what. My hands are already in position. You always want to make sure to set up as well as you can. So putting your third finger on the E flat before you begin is a great thing to do. Slow and steady. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 asked me to play this again with my hand switched. I'm going to be playing the treble clef part with my left hand and the bass clef part with my right hand. Both hands will start with the 5th finger instead of the thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are at day 3, that is halfway through the week. Make sure you complete the activities on your own before you continue to watch this video. We are now on day 3. Number 1 asks us to identify the root and quality of each triad and then play. You can see the root and the quality of each of them here, and I will go ahead and play them on the piano. The first is A minor in the treble clef, C major in the bass clef, F major in the treble clef, E minor in the bass clef, F major in the treble clef. Number 2 is our rhythm example for today. We are going to set a beat of 4/4 time with our left hand, which means we will tap in 4 before we begin. You can see the rhythm words already written down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta. Number 3 is our sight reading example. It says circle each pair of repeated notes in the right hand part and then play the melody observing the key signature. So you can see the 3 pairs of repeated notes that I circled. We are going to use clap. I see that it's 4/4 time, so we are going to count in 4 and then speak the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, ta. A stands for pay or attention to sorry. L is next. L stands for look at your starting position. Your right hand 4 will be on F. That is not the F right by middle C. It's another octave up. Your left hand 3 will be on A, just 2 notes below middle C. A stands for pay attention to what comes next. That's what I was starting to say earlier. We've already circled the repeating notes here, but I see that they're all stepping down by 1 step. In the left hand, I see that I'm stepping up, and then I leap down, and then I come back up a 4th, and these are all steps going down from there. I do notice that I have a B flat, and I've circled the B flats in the left hand part so that I remember to play them. I see legato slurs for both phrases. The first one's mezzo piano, and the second one is forte. P stands for play. I'm going to get my hand set in position. You'll notice that they are spread far apart because my right hand is up higher. And once I start playing, I am not going to stop no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 asks me to change the dynamic markings in this melody and play it again, listening carefully for the contrast. I can choose from piano, mezzo forte, and forte. I'm going to make the first phrase forte and the second phrase piano. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome to day 4. Make sure that you complete the work in your own book before you watch this portion of the video. We are now on day 4. Number 1 asked me to play each of these melodic patterns, observing the accidentals. I did go ahead and plan out my fingering to make it a little bit easier, and I will now play them on the piano. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Number 2 is our rhythm example for today. I do see that it is in 2/4 time, so we are going to be tapping in 2 beats before we start, and all of my rhythm words are already written in. 1, 2, ta, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. Number 3 is my sight reading example for today. It asks me to please circle the pair of 8th notes and then play the melody with a steady beat. I'm going to use clap. The first step is to count. I see it's in 2/4 time, so we're going to count in 2 beats, and then we will speak the rhythm. 1, 2, ti, ti, ta, ti, ti, ta, 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 ta. Next, L stands for look at your starting notes. I see that my right hand 3rd finger will start on B and my left hand thumb will start on G. A stands for pay attention to what happens next. Here I see I step down, step up, step up, step down, step down. So all steps here. And here it's a step down, step up. So everything in this is a step. I noticed that mezzo piano for the first phrase, forte for the second phrase, both are legato. I see that I have an F sharp and I have circled my F sharp, so I am prepared to play it. Once I get set up on the piano, I will count in 2 beats to start, and then I will begin, and I'm not going to stop no matter what. 1, 2. Number 4 asks me to make a new version of today's rhythm reading pattern by changing the order of the measures. And I am going to start with the 3rd measure and then do the 1st measure and then the 2nd and the 4th. 1, 2, ti, ti, ta, ta, ti, ti, ta, ta. And now for day 5. Please make sure you've completed the activities on your own before you proceed. We are on the last day of this week, day 5, and we're starting with number 1, which asks us to play each of these melodic patterns, observing the key signature. You can see that I circled the key signatures and I circled the impacted keys. I also planned out my fingering. Let's go ahead and play the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the second one. 1, 2, 3. Number 2 is our rhythm example for today. I see that it is in 2/4 time and I have planned out all of my rhythm words. We are going to set the beat with our left hand. 1, 2, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta. Number 3 is our sight playing example for today. We are going to use clap to prepare to play this piece, beginning with C, which stands for count. We're going to count in 4 beats because we're in 4/4 time, and then we'll speak the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ti, ti, ta, ta, ta. Ti, ti, ta, ta, ta. Ti, ti, ta, ta. Ti, 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 ta, ta, ta. Ti, ti, ta, ta, ta. Ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, ta, ti, 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 ta, ta, ta. L stands for look at your starting position. My right hand 3 will be on B, and my left hand 3 will be on B. They will be separated by 2 octaves. It doesn't look like I need to move to another starting position during this piece either. They get to stay there the whole time. A stands for pay attention to what happens next. So first let's look at the notes. These are stepping down, repeating, stepping up, repeating, stepping up, repeating, and then stepping down, stepping up, down, repeat, stepping down, repeating, stepping up, repeating, stepping up, that's a skip. These are skips too. Step up, step up, step down, step down. Now let's look at the dynamics. I see that it is forte. I don't see another dynamic sign here except for the accents at the very end, which I did circle to help me out. Let's take a look next at the phrasing. I see slurs and staccato marks throughout, and it seems like we are following this pattern where the beginning part of a phrase is smooth and the back part of a phrase is detached. I also notice that I have an F sharp, but I don't see any F sharps within the piece that I need to worry about. So now I'm ready to sit down and get my hands into the starting position and play it. I'm going to set a slow and steady beat of 4/4 time. And once I start, I'm not going to stop no matter what. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 asked me to play this piece again, placing one or both hands in a higher or lower octave, and to make our new version even more interesting by using contrasting dynamics for each hand. I'm going to bring my right hand down for this and leave my left hand where it is. And I think I'm going to play my right hand forte and my left hand like mezzo piano. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. You have completed all of week 11, days 1 through 5. I will see you next week for our last week of this level of sight reading.